yogis, Nellie here. I hope you're having a wonderful day. So disclaimer, this video is not related to sequencing at all. It's more of an inspirational, motivational type of video just to share a message with you. And the purpose of this video is really because I've been talking to a lot of friends over the last couple weeks, those who are yoga practitioners and those who are yoga instructors, and I feel we are all echoing the same message, which is the lack of motivation to do much of anything, including our yoga practice, whether teaching or taking. And I know how hard it is. I've fallen into that rut, and it's just hard when, you know, your normal routine gets shaken up because of unfortunate circumstances that have happened, and we just kind of have to roll with the punches. So what I wanted to share with you was this model that I used to train in my corporate days. It talks about why people do the things that they do. So why people have certain beliefs, why people do certain things, and the outcome of those type of behaviors. So I'm going to switch over to my screen sharing mode so that you can see what I'm talking about. Give me just a moment here. So let's talk about why people do things the way that they do. Well, it all starts with an experience. Oops. So I'm going to write experiences. And the experiences that you have lead to beliefs. And your beliefs are how you think. And your beliefs then turn into behaviors. And behaviors are what you do. What you do. And from there, what you do turns into outcomes. And outcomes produce desired or undesired results. Which then, oops, not two S's, just one, which then turns into more experiences. And thus the cycle goes around and around. So the belief that I've been hearing, the way people are thinking, is that there's no motivation to do yoga. So if that's your belief, you have to look at what's the experience that's creating that belief. Why am I thinking this way that I have no motivation to do yoga or other things for that matter? So first you need to identify what that experience is. Maybe it's just COVID in general. It could be a schedule change. Could be kids home, a number of things. But first figure out what is causing this belief. What kind of experiences are causing that belief? Because this no motivation to do yoga way of thinking is thus creating behaviors. And the behaviors are what you do. So what are you doing? You're just sitting around, not moving, not really doing much of anything, which in turn is producing these undesired results because we're not growing, we're not developing. You know, we're not moving in the right direction. We're just kind of stagnant. And so that thus creates new experiences. And around it go, and we go into this downward spiral. And that's really not the way we want to live. So you have to look at, why am I thinking this way? And how can I create new experiences? So if I change my color here to green, and if you're not sure how you can create a new experience, then just keep trying until you can find something that is going to change this belief of no motivation to do yoga. Keep trying new videos, keep trying a new personal practice, whatever it is, just keep trying, keep experimenting with something different to create a different experience, which thus is going to change your belief on how you view things in your yoga practice, thus creating new experience or creating new behaviors. So you'll actually start to do yoga. You will then start to see the desired results that you want, thus creating new experiences. And now you're moving in a forward direction. You're making progress with the things that you want to do. So just to share with you, what happened to me? Well, my experience was, schedule changes, of course, but I found that after trying to keep my kids mentally and physically engaged all day long, at the end of the day, I was drinking a lot of wine, which then led me to no motivation to do yoga, which means I wasn't doing anything and I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. So I had to cut that out and create a new experience for myself. So now my belief is that I can fit yoga into my day. I truly can. And what do? Usually my yoga practice is in the morning when my kids are climbing all over me while I'm trying to do yoga, or I do it late at night, sometimes 8, 9 o'clock at night when my kids are sleeping. So it's not ideal, but I'm making it work. And that's the thing. You have to find a way to make it work. You have to create those experiences. So what you want to think about first is, where are you now? And where do you want to be? Okay, from there, you fill in the gap on how to make that happen. You set your goal and you fill in the gap with how you're going to get there. Here's where you are, and this is what I'm going to do. You can list it out. These are the steps I'm going to take to get to where I want to be. And that is ultimately going to create those new experiences for you so that you don't have that belief anymore of lack of motivation to do yoga or other things in your life. So if you're wondering where this model comes from, it actually comes from the Oz Principle. I am a certified facilitator for Oz Principle. And what the Oz Principle talks about is how to create a culture of accountability. It's more driven towards the work environment, but there are so many things in that book and in the training course that are relevant to your personal life as well, including this model on how people or why people do the things that they do. So again, look at your experiences that are driving your beliefs, the way you think, which are then producing your behaviors, what you're doing, and then the outcomes. So see what you can change. I hope this has been motivating for you. I hope it wasn't a little too technical. I hope I explained it well for you. And just try to make positive changes in your life so that you're moving in the right direction. And feel free to share below. What are those things that you're doing to get your yoga practice in? Do you have a best practice? Share those with the group so that we can learn from you, and maybe we can spark some ideas for all of us to keep moving forward. Until next time, namaste.